Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Jordan, also known as Scraps, and today I'll be showing you how to create this listening type of pitchfork modulator, type of over-the-top, high-pitched synth. So, I think I'll show you with this example, and it's a very cheeky example, but I think it should be taught anyways. So have a listen to this high pitch modular pitching bending sequence. We actually take a preset patch, but we modulate it so that way, and we tune some of the things so that way when we play it, it doesn't sound very wide, very stretched. You'll see what I mean. So have a listen. So that's this synth right here, the squeaky type of high-pitched bell noise. So I think I'll show you how to create that. So if I can pull down my never mind. I have been pretty mad today for no apparent reason. Anyways, I'm going to create a new document, drag up my mixer, drag down my sequencer. I'm going to right click. Every time I right click, it brings up the menu for instruments. But what you can do is you can control click in order to get this menu if you don't have a right button on your mouse. Anyways, I'm going to go to my utilities and create a combinator. Inside this combinator, I'm going to go to instruments and create Thor. Now I'm actually going to open up my patch and I'm going to browse in my all instruments packs. Inside of my Reason Factory sound bank, I choose Synth Poly inside of all instrument patches. So for the Synth Poly, we're looking for this listening. Yeah, here we go. And we'll hit OK. I'm going to take off pitch bending. I'm going to turn up my release polyphony to 8. I'm going to turn on portamento to on. And I'm going to change my portamento to about 30. I'm also going to show programmer. Now for the programmer, all I really did was change the amp envelope. I turned off filter envelope off. I took off decay, sustain, and release. I've also taken the attack down a bit, so about 0.7 milliseconds, the decay down to 423 milliseconds, and the release to about 14.1. I'm sorry, the sustain, and take the release to 204, right around there. Turn on chorus, because we also want some of that widening effect, and I think that's it. Take off delay as well. If you want more sweep, I would suggest turning on your mono legato and turning up the portamento to 56. I'm sorry. Let me turn this up. That's only if you want a little bit more sweep in your over-the-top sweet type of synth. So in order to master this, I'm actually going to close my show programmer. After this, I'm going to right-click on it, and I'm going to create an RV7000. I'm going to take my dry wet to 20 and my decay to 21. After this, I'm going to right-click on my RV7000 and go to Studio Effects, create a Line 6 bass amp, just turn it on. After this, we're going to create a Scream 4 distortion found in Creative Effects. I'm going to turn my type to tape, my damage to 40, my P1 and P2 all the way to 127. and I will leave the body where it is. Don't need to turn it on or anything. After this, we're going to create, from Studio Effects, we're going to create 2 M-class equalizers. So that's 1, that's 2, and I'll call this EQ1, and for the second one, I'll just name it EQ2. So after this, I want to create a M-class maximizer and a line 6 bass amp. Okay, so for our first parameters on EQ1, I want to turn on low cut, parameter 1 and parameter 2. For parameter 1, I'm going to take it to 39 Hz. I want to shove the gain all the way down and the Q all the way up. And for parameter 2, I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm actually going to boost my frequency to 2000 kilohertz, gain down, Q all the way up. For our second EQ, we want to turn on low cut, parameter 1, parameter 2, and high shelf. For parameter 1, we want to take this about 205 Hz, put the gain all the way down, the Q all the way up. For our second parameter, we're going to take it to 1,447 kilohertz, or 1,000, depending on how you read that. I want to shove my gain all the way down and my Q all the way up. Take my high shelf down to 3 kilohertz, boost the gain to about 2.3, turn the Q to 2. After this, I'm going to take off my limiter, turn on soft clip to amount 127 all the way up. I'm going to put my release to auto and take my compressor and just turn it on. And there you guys have it. You have your over-the-top squeegee lead, also known as pitchfork modulator. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow to tackle some more of the trance chords that go along with a lot of major EDM and progressive dubstep. So catch you guys tomorrow for another crazy tutorial. Thanks.